Hello, everyone. Today I have the pleasure of meeting a young lady who's going through a situation. It's a situation that's like so many of us out there. This time you get to hear it right from her. So stay tuned. Look forward to this, and let's see what's going on with her. Thanks a lot. Tell me your name.
My name is Lauren Covington.
Okay. I'm Mr. Johnson, and what I want to do is I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with you. Tell me a little bit about your situation right now.
I dropped out of high school in my sophomore year,
Okay.
and I went like straight to working because I thought like working would get me quicker to where I wanted to be in life instead of finishing school. I don't know why I thought that, but it's easier to have money than to get up and go to school every day. And now I don't have a diploma or a job. It's hard to get a job, and now I'm pregnant, so now I really need either to get a job that's gonna support me and my baby, or go back to school.
Tell me how old you are.
I'm 18 years old.
18 years old. So when you dropped out of school, understand that you thought it was a little bit, it wasn't going to be this rough.
No, I didn't think that at all.
All right. Well, tell me what made you really just say, forget school right now, just want to go to work. Was it not working for you? Was the school environment not working for you? Or were you just thinking something else?
I was just very immature then. I didn't want to wear uniforms, so I went my freshman year. My mom said if I finished my freshman year, I can go to any school I wanted, one without uniforms. So I just sailed through my freshman year, not really caring about grades or anything. Got done, picked the school that I wanted to go to, and it was the worst decision of my life. I met somebody, and it wasn't somebody who would influence me to do good.
Okay.
So I ended up getting kicked out of that school.
When you say you met someone, you met a little guy friend?
Yeah, boyfriend.
Okay, so he made you believe that everything was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of you, and now look where you at,
Yep,
right?
that was my sophomore year, and I got kicked out, and I was like, well, I don't need school, so I just had him, who still lived with his mother, so I don't know what I was thinking then. So I dropped out sophomore year and never went back.
It concerns me that when a young lady of your caliber is led to feel that way by young men, you know, they manage already, okay? So they already just trying to manipulate you and trying to get you off track, you know, because I have a daughter, and that's something that I would hate for her to have to go through, for someone to try to convince her that school is less important than it is. And I know you have dreams just like everyone else, and you allow someone, along with yourself, to convince you to kind of put your dreams on hold or take a shortcut to them, and it didn't work out for you. What I want to know is, what do you regret the most about school, not leaving school?
Leaving school,
Yeah.
that's what I regret the most. Because even though I had bad grades, I could have still came back from my sophomore year.
Okay. So now it's kind of in a position where you want to try to do it all over again. You want to kind of make up for some of this, right? What do you think? What do you think that lies ahead of you if you don't go back and get it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard because what I want you to do is I need you to be the tool for young ladies that's in your situation. It's hard out there. It's harder, and it makes it even harder without you having an education. You know, you got a little guy standing in your face saying how pretty you are, and don't worry about nothing, sweetie, I got it, I'll sell dope if all that's nonsense. And now look at the situation, and now you get ready to bring a child into the world.
I know.
Let me tell you something as a parent. As a parent, it hurts me to have to tell my daughters or son, I can't provide for them because something that I created, because I try to bypass the system. And what I want you to understand is that you still gonna make it, because you gotta be determined to make it though. I want you to let young ladies that's in your situation know what you have to deal with every day. Talk to me about how your day goes.
Well, I wake up and I have internet at home, so all I do is sit around and look for a job. And I didn't know how many jobs ask for like GED or high school diploma.
Right.
It's a requirement now.
It's a requirement.
And So I can't even it's hard. I don't have my car anymore. It's
Mhm.
just, it's hard to get around to even find a job. So I
Look,
just,
Tell me when you told your mom or whomever oversees you that you were pregnant, how did that conversation go?
I, tr- I actually tried to hide it for the longest. She didn't find out until I was like 4 months. So, she, my dad actually doesn't know. I'm kind of scared to tell him.
Okay.
But I know I have to.
How did your mom receive it? How did she take the information?
I think she just kind of, it was like an exhale, she just gave up. Because all her kids are in a very bad situation. So
Okay.
it's just like the icing on the cake.
Okay.
To be still living at home, it's kind of bad.
How do you think that conversation is gonna go with Dad? And before you answer, I want to make sure that I put me in your situation. If my daughter came to me and gave me this information that she's pregnant, I'm not sure what I'm gonna say. But what I will do is continue to support her.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen with my dad.
You don't think that's gonna happen?
No, I think it's gonna be all ties cut off. Cause he has an older daughter, and she got pregnant young too, and same thing he did to her. Just stop talking to her, just let her go. So, and I didn't want that, cause I already disappointed my dad a whole bunch of times, getting kicked out of school for a boy. So he didn't like that very much.
So what are you gonna do different now? How do you prevent the same thing happening again?
Oh my gosh. It's more of a different motivation now. I don't even care if I do have a boyfriend or not, because I have a whole baby now. So
Okay.
it's that's the only thing that matters to me, because I would hate for my baby to grow up and not have what they wanted. Because I've had everything I wanted when I was little, so I think I should give that to my baby, and the only way I can do that is if I have a job and money.
Yeah. And make sure you understand that solution requires education. Because again, I just don't want you to have to feel like you're going through this alone, because I don't have to know you to care about you, because I do care about you, because I see you like I would see any other young lady. I want to share a story with you as well. I have a niece who lives in North Chicago, Illinois. And I remember when she got pregnant, she was probably about 15, 16. And the family surrounded her with love. And I know many people may not have it, but I'm trying to tell you what will work. And I'm trying to make sure you understand that you're going to get through this situation. Through all that, with her being pregnant at early age, still in school, she stayed in school. She finished high school. She went on to college. She has a wonderful son now that's doing things. She's in charge of a banking industry. So I'm just trying to make sure you understand that you still can make it. But you got to be real determined. See, now it ain't even about you no more. It's about that child you getting ready to bring. And the child doesn't know what you've been through yet, because he or she is not here yet. But you have a chance right now to get ahead of this situation. Go ahead and make the sacrifice that you have to make. Go ahead and get back in school. I don't care how tired you get. You know you got to do it for somebody that's important to you now. And stop trying to prove everybody wrong and prove yourself right. Because they're going to keep saying you ain't going to do it, or she going to give up. Because you've done it before. You've given up before. And that's what you got to change. You got to change that mindset of that I'm not giving up this time. Because this ain't about me no more. This is about my baby. So the only way you're going to make that right is do the right things. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to tell you it's not, but I'm also going to tell you that you can make it. Why? Because I've seen it done before. I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something that I know. Okay? I see so many great things in you. You're very articulate. You speak well. It seems like you had your mind made up, and I just want you to stay focused on that, because your road ahead of you that you lay is going to be for your child. Just because you're struggling right now, your child does not. But it's going to take a lot of hard work on your behalf. Now that you've been given another opportunity to do it right, tell me the 3 things that you really want to focus on.
I want to focus on myself, basically.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the focus on you first. Okay? Because if you try to spend time focusing on everybody else, you start losing time for yourself. So that's 1. Give me 2 more.
on my baby that's going to be here.
Yeah, before you get to that, I want you to start developing some goals. Okay, if you have to write them down, remind yourself, do that, because when you focus on yourself, you focus on your goals, all those things pertain to your baby that's coming. So it's self, goals, and what else? Determination. I want you to focus on being determined this time. I want you to focus on not allowing people to distract you and say what you can't be. Again, do not waste an ounce of energy trying to prove them wrong. Spend all your time proving yourself right. Because nobody knows if you can do it but you. That's what I'll tell you. So, I try to have the courage to encourage people. And sometimes it comes off aggressive, but that's what I have to give it to you. That's how we understand things at times. But I want to make sure that you know you can make it and you will make it. But all that starts with you. Okay? Remember this, and I tell everybody I know, never, never, never give up. You okay with that? You gonna make it?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna make it. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And what I want you to do before we leave is I want you to look in that camera and I want you to imagine yourself being out there. And if it was a young lady that would have given you this message, you may not be in this situation. So now here's a chance for you to give somebody a message that helped them come out of a situation that may be like the one you're in right now.
I would tell them to focus on school more and not boys, because boys will always be here, but you only get to be at school once. And just prioritize and be motivated to finish school, because school is the most important that you can give a boy will like you regardless, but you need school all day.
Thank you. In closing, what I would like to share is that there are many young ladies just like her that's going through these similar situations, and they're looking for a way out. And we as responsible adults, we have the obligation to help them, to encourage them, to make sure that they are not misled, whether it's by themselves or knucklehead boys. What I want you to help me do is help encourage this young lady. Send me some responses back. Tell her what she could do. Tell her about your story, and maybe she can get motivation off that. As always, thank you so much for joining us. God bless you, and stay tuned for our next episode.